Can you feel it? That gnawing sensation, that persistent question that has echoed through the hallowed halls of the Bell Center for what feels like an eternity? Does the very thought of who will be our second-line center send a shiver of anticipation, or perhaps a flicker of frustration, down your spine? For seasons, it's been the elephant in the room, the glaring void in a meticulously crafted puzzle that Kent Hughes and his astute management team are painstakingly assembling. Today, we're not just asking that question. We're plunging headfirst into a blockbuster proposal, a seismic shift that could finally silence the whispers and ignite a new, electrifying era of Habs hockey. General Manager Kent Hughes has never been one to shy away from a bold, audacious move. He openly admitted his disappointment with the quiet hum of the NHL's summer, yet still managed to orchestrate significant acquisitions like the star defenseman Noah Dobson and the promising young forward Zach Bolduc. These weren't mere roster tweaks, they were thunderous statements, declarations of intent that reverberated across the league. But the elusive second-line center, that has been the white whale, the final crucial piece of business on the Canadian strategic checklist. They've worked tirelessly, done their due diligence, scoured every corner of the hockey world, and yet thus far the perfect fit has remained just tantalizingly out of reach. But as any true hockey aficionado knows, the pursuit of greatness never truly ends. Aggression, a relentless, unyielding drive, is etched deep into the Canadiens' DNA. And according to the well-connected Dave Benson of Heavy Sports, that relentless pursuit is about to culminate in a truly audacious proposition. Benson has unveiled a trade scenario that, if it comes to fruition, would send shockwaves across the entire National Hockey League. Imagine the headlines, the breathless discussions, the sheer audacity of it all. A deal designed to land the New York Islander star center, Bo Horvat, right here in Montreal, in exchange for a package centered around the immensely talented, yet oft-injured Kirby Dach. Imagine the roar of the crowd, Fabiano, the palpable relief washing over the Bell Center faithful, the sheer, unadulterated excitement as a proven veteran, a battle-tested leader, steps onto the ice, ready to anchor that pivotal second line. For the Canadiens, this isn't merely about acquiring another player. It's about putting to rest a deafening discussion, a persistent narrative that has consumed the fan base for far too long. Bo Horvat, at 30 years old, has been a model of consistency, a reliable producer, and a revered team leader throughout his impressive 12-plus season career. His arrival would slot in seamlessly behind the captain, Nick Suzuki, instantly creating a formidable 1-2 punch down the middle that Montreal has yearned for what feels like an eternity. This isn't just an upgrade. It's a declaration of intent, a resounding signal that the Canadiens are ready to contend, not just rebuild, but to truly challenge for the ultimate prize. But as with every blockbuster trade, every high-stakes gamble, there is a price to be paid. And this one, my friends, is no exception. The proposed package for Montreal is substantial, a true king's ransom in the modern NHL landscape. It includes Kirby Dach, the promising Joe Veleno, a top-tier forward prospect from a glittering pool that includes names like Joshua Roy, Owen Beck, or Oliver Kapanen, and a valuable 2026 second-round pick. This isn't a small ask. It's a testament to Horvat's immense value as a top-tier center, locked into a long-term deal, a foundational piece for any aspiring contender. The emotional cost of losing a talent like Dach, who has shown flashes of brilliance despite his injury woes, would undoubtedly sting. Yet, the potential reward of securing a proven commodity like Horvat could outweigh the inherent risks. Now, let's dissect this from the Islanders' perspective. Because this trade isn't just about the Canadiens' aspirations, it's a profound statement about the very direction of the franchise on Long Island. For the Islanders, this deal would put an emphatic stamp on new general manager Mathieu Darche's commitment to aggressively rebuilding the franchise. Darche, who stepped into the demanding role in May after the departure of the legendary Lou Lamoriello, has already orchestrated a significant turnaround, a clear pivot towards the future. The draft lottery luck that miraculously landed them the first overall pick, Matthew Schaefer, and the subsequent strategic trade of Noah Dobson to Montreal for additional first-round selections all point to a clear, undeniable strategic shift. This proposed trade for Horvat would be another massive push in that new direction, accelerating the replenishment of their prospect pool and providing vital assets for a brighter, younger future. It's a bold, calculated risk, but one that could pay dividends for years to come. The contrast between Horvat and Dach's contract situations is also a critical element of this high-stakes chess match. Horvat carries a significant cap hit. With 6 years remaining on the 8-year, $68 million extension he inked with the Islanders in 2023. This is a long-term commitment, a foundational piece around which a team can be built. Kirby Dach, on the other hand, is entering the final season of his 4-year, $13.45 million extension, signed with the Canadiens in 2022. While Dach undeniably possesses immense potential and has shown tantalizing flashes of brilliance, his unfortunate injury history and the looming need for a new contract make him a different kind of asset. For the Islanders, acquiring Dach, Velino, a top prospect, and a high draft pick offers invaluable flexibility, an infusion of youthful talent, and crucial future capital. Precisely what a rebuilding team craves as it charts a new course. The Islanders have been busy, meticulously loading up their prospect pool over the last year. Winning the lottery and landing Mathieu was a monumental franchise-altering moment, and the subsequent trade of Noah Dobson to Montreal further solidified their unwavering commitment to a youth movement. This strategic pivot naturally led to speculation around some of their top veteran players, including Horvat and Mathieu. While those initial trade talks were quickly squashed, the underlying strategy remains clear and unwavering. Horvat is currently seen as unlikely to be traded anytime soon, a sentiment echoed by many across the league. However, the landscape of the NHL, much like the shifting sands of time, can change dramatically, often without warning. If the Islanders find themselves on the outside looking in, struggling to compete as the next trade deadline approaches, you can bet your bottom dollar, Fabiano, that teams will absolutely be calling. And you can be equally certain that the Montreal Canadiens will be one of the very first in line, ready to pounce. This isn't just a trade proposal. It's a strategic blueprint, a captivating glimpse into the high-stakes, high-pressure world of NHL general management. For the Canadiens, it represents the potential culmination of a long and arduous search, a chance to solidify their core, to finally fill that nagging void, and to propel themselves into genuine, undeniable contention. For the Islanders, it's a bold acceleration of a rebuild, a clear, unequivocal commitment to a new era built on youth future assets, and a renewed sense of purpose. The question isn't if Kent Hughes will continue to be aggressive. It's when he'll strike again, and whether this particular blockbuster or one like it will finally bring that elusive second-line center home to Montreal, cementing the Canadiens' place among the league's elite. The anticipation, the sheer possibility, is enough to electrify the fan base, to set the hockey world ablaze with speculation. So, what do you think, hockey fanatics? Does this trade make sense for both sides, a win-win in the cutthroat world of professional hockey? Could Bo Horvat truly be the missing piece, the catalyst that elevates the Canadiens to the next championship contending level? We want to hear your passionate takes, your strategic insights, your wildest predictions, and your deepest hopes. Hit that like button if you're as excited as we are about the possibilities, about the potential for a new chapter in Canadiens history. And drop a comment below, sharing your thoughts on this potential game changer. Let's keep this conversation going, because in the thrilling, unpredictable world of hockey, the drama, the excitement, and the pursuit of glory never truly end.